So what are we talking about? We're talking about Samurai Champloo. Samurai! It's like if Gene is the white boy from the preppy school, Mugen is the dude from the hood, and Fu is like the 5-year-old that they have to protect. It's like the odd couple and a little lady. It's kind of what it's like. Samurai Champloo is like a mashup of old school traditional samurai stories with hip-hop style and attitude and threw it in the Edo period. It's crazy for no reason. It's really good for no reason. Well, there's a reason. It's because it's good. But no, seriously, they're all crazy with it just because, and it works out. Why not? Fuck it! Let's get crazy with this shit. When the music starts, you're like, what's going on? Why is this music part of this show? Because this is not the music that should be happening here. And that is how you feel for like the first episode or two, and then you grow accustomed to it and you realize the music is its own character. They try to explain it, like they give reasons why they're street art, they give reasons why everyone's got the certain fashion, and the ukiyo paintings, they explain those, or they try to explain those, you know, the Samurai Champloo way. Not the actual way it went down. Throw some facts in with some of their made-up bullshit. The Samurai Champloo way. It's okay, though. It's fun. Yay, Champloo! So first of all, this little girl who works in this tea house, Fu hires Mugen and Gene to basically be her bodyguard and go and find the Sunflower Samurai. She tells them nothing about him. She has no idea where he is. She doesn't even tell them his name, which would really help a lot. No, nothing. Just come with me because I said so. I'm not paying you. I'm not putting you up for lodgings. I'm not covering your medical bills. You just gotta follow me and make sure that I get there. Fuck you, Fu. You were terrible. You're the worst, Fu. Worst boss. Worst character. God, this could have been so much better without Fu. Even if it turned out Mugen and Gene fell in love with each other at the end. Yes, I feel Fu is annoying. Fu is very annoying. This anime would be so much better without Fu. The only thing she's good at, moderately, is getting kidnapped and throwing dice, because frankly, that was awesome. Just get rid of her. Gene and Mugen are way more interesting than Fu. I wish this were Fu-less, and I kind of wish this entire series was a little less Mugen-y. Just a little less Mugen-y. If this were a goulash, I would be like, it's a little Mugen-y. Have to cover up some of this Fu with a little more Gene. So I don't know if either one of them is thinking. At one point, they're accepting payment from her. But as the series goes on, I would distance myself from Fu as much as possible. Because no, seriously, Fu's a death trap. Every time she sticks her nose in shit, because she does, whoever she's trying to help winds up dead. Frankly, I'm surprised Mugen and Gene made it through the entire length of the series without actually dying, considering how close they were to Fu all the time. So Mugen is basically your stereotypical anti-hero badass. That's pretty much what he is. He just walks in and says, "What's that food? I'll eat food. I'll kill that guy too." But no, seriously, what about that food? As the series progresses, you learn more. And frankly, I was a little let down with Mugen because I felt Mugen wasn't that interesting considering all the stuff we got about him. And why is Mugen the only one who figured out if you screw metal to the bottom of your wooden shoes, you'll last longer? Why is Mugen the only one who figured this out? His weird wooden tap shoes, his samurai tap sword blockers. He uses them for that a lot. This entire series could have benefited from at least 2 more Gene stories. At least 2 more Gene stories. And yeah, Mugen can hold his liquor, but Mugen also keeps getting poisoned by big-tittied whores, okay? It's not exactly a strength. Yeah, alright, Gene always gets drunk and then passes out first, but at least he's not getting poisoned. He's not waking up in strange situations because he's a fool. He's not. He's like, He shows his wisdom with his single answers. He doesn't even have to use words. He's a master philosopher. Because Gene is a very, very interesting character that they don't really get into. He seriously has 1 whole episode about him, and he pretty much Han Solos it at the end because she runs to him like, "I love you," and he just stands there because he could have reached out for her and been like, "I know," but he didn't. He was like, "I know. That's some Han Solo shit right there. Gene is awesome. What says I love you, like rescuing you from a brothel, sending you across the river to safety, and then murdering your husband right here? That is love. See you in 3 years, baby. Gene. Gonna hit this foo action, and then I'll be back. Ugh. Overall, I have to give this one kind of like a double rating, because the very first time you watch Samurai Champloo, it is amazing. Oh my god, it's like the greatest thing ever. And then you watch it again, and then you're like, oh my god, it's like over half of the series is filler. Because it is. There's literally 13 important episodes, and that's because I'm being very generous. There's really only like 7. You should watch it once, and never again. Because that very first time will be the best experience you will have with it. You watch it again, you'll kind of be a little disappointed. You'll be like, I remember this being way more awesome. What's going on? Because it's really awesome the very first time. The second time you watch it, when they get to the zombie episode, you're like, you know what? I accept this conclusion. And then it keeps going. You're like, oh, they're not done. To its credit, it's still very well animated. The music is very good. The voice acting is great. The story is lacking. And yeah, overall it's still very good. Very first time, amazing. Second time, It's like going to Disneyland when you're 5 and then going back when you're 30. What the fuck? It's not the same anymore. It's lost its luster. It's like the day after prom, you know, everyone's all disheveled, all the makeup's been cried backwards. It's not pretty. This is AniView by Dave. I, of course, am Dave. If you have any questions, comments, confusions, suggestions, put them below and I will get back to you. Yeah, see you next time. It was better the first time. That's what you'll say to yourself. Man, I remember this being way more awesome. There's really only like 7 episodes if you want the story from them meeting to them concluding. There's only like 7 important episodes. So what? Mugen met up with people from his past. What does that have to do with the Sunflower Samurai? Absolutely nothing. As much as I love the episode about Gene where he rescues the girl, that also has absolutely nothing to do with the story. Not at all. Their weird zombie episode, nothing to do with the story. The baseball episode, nothing to do with the story at all, even though it was awesome and you got to enjoy a weird baseball game in feudal Japan, because that was kind of cool. Nothing to do with the story at all. Didn't need to be in there. Okay, so yeah, the baseball episode, as much as I enjoy it, that was ridiculous. I don't care if it's fucking 1742 or whatever the fuck that was supposed to be. Alright, I don't care. Those Americans would not have been down with that dog and that squirrel playing baseball, okay? They would not have. They would have been like, nah, bullshit. You find yourself some real players or forfeit. Alright? No, your dog is not playing. This is not the Sandlot. Get out of here. Like I said, a lot of filler. There's a lot of filler. And when it starts out, the monster guy, she stuck her nose in his business, he got killed. The robber dude, guess what? Stuck her nose in his business, got killed. Alright? This is a running theme. Stay away from Foo and her weird little squirrel. Fucking Foo. Her weird fat voice when she gets all fat. She's all, you guys suck. They gave her a fat voice. It's funny. It's kind of horrible, but it's funny. Fat racism. Fatism. Oh, Japan, you're so awesome. Mugen is an uninteresting oaf who's really good at swords for some reason because he grew up in the ghetto, but I don't think Mugen, growing up in the ghetto, learning the street fight, would be able to take Gene, a master swordsman from a prestigious dojo, from like his entire life. I just don't. I'm sorry. I think Gene would have had Mugen's ass. That very first fight should have ended with Mugen being dead. Or at least maimed. Seriously maimed. I call bullshit on that. Gene would have killed that motherfucker, okay? That would have been a better ending than what you got. Am I the one eating these weird mushrooms that keep me alive and zombified? I didn't think so. Then why am I still watching this goddamn show? Because what do you get? The very end, you get, oh, I love you, bro. I love you, bro. Oh, you're both awesome dudes. Thanks, chick. Okay, bye. Everyone goes their separate ways. Later. I can't live without you, bro. See ya. You just You just proclaimed your camaraderie, and then you're like, okay, separate ways, later. Oh, by the way, I lied. Doesn't matter. No, seriously, they would have killed her. You put us through all this bullshit and you lied? She would have died, okay? She would have died right there. They were stuck together for at least a year. At least a year. And there were several assassins that came after them in this time. The blind chick, the weird gay guy from episode 2. There was a lot of assassins, okay?